What's poppin', gamers? I'm back. Yet another sketchbook tour video because all I ever seem to do is draw in sketchbooks. That is changing. This one I finished pretty quickly. I started it whatever month is the 9th. And I don't care about doing the brain work to figure out what month is the 9th, so that's cool. I think it's, I don't know, whatever. I think I finished it like 2 weeks ago. Yet again, it's gonna be a lot of me just tapping the sketchbook, you know, I mean, I'm only 2 hands right now, so that's all I got. First page, me writing notes to my friends in class because I don't want to talk out loud in class and be rude. A quote I like. This is just like one of the pages I don't actually draw on, and I don't want to ruin pages in my sketchbook by like testing out a marker or colors or anything together, so I just like do it here. Take good care of it, but yeah. So this is the first page. Of course you can't really see it on this view, but this is a sketch I did for a painting in my, yeah, you guessed it, my painting class. It's an actual painting. I didn't just like draw this lady out of nowhere. And then Conan Gray, because he's great and has awesome music and everything. And I've drawn him a few times before, but it hasn't really turned out well. So this is the first one I did that like kind of sort of looked like him. And then this is like the first drawing I did in like a new style that kind of looked cool. And then painting notes, lots of painting notes because she had us take notes in painting class. This is me trying to figure out the classes I have to take and then trying to figure out a schedule from that. That was a whole thing. Yeah, more schedule stuff, more notes. Try to draw my friend's dog, but it kept moving around and literally all I could get was like the ears because dogs be crazy. More painting notes. Yet again, more painting notes. A little drawing. Yes, some doodles. Yeah, either this is like writing or it's a full spread drawing, and there isn't really an in-between, but that's fine. Yeah. And this is like the first full drawing that I did that I was like really proud of. I thought it looked pretty cool. So yeah, and skating, like skateboards and sneakers and jeans, I draw a lot because the shapes are kind of easy. They're pretty simple, and so I just like to draw them. And I didn't really know like what song lyrics to use or anything, so I was like, let me just write my feelings down. Oh, that's cool. So I did that. Just writing feet over and over. Oh yeah, that was for this. I'm not a weirdo. Yeah, don't worry about it. Found this e-boy on Pinterest and drew that. This was over spring break when I didn't have anything to do, so I was like, let me just draw my sketchbook, and then I did. Here's another one that looks pretty cool. I don't really know what the writing means, so I'm just gonna skip past that. Sketch for another painting. More sketches for the same painting. Writing down some feelings. And then I just doodled some shapes and then put in lyrics from Fotografía. I'm not gonna try and do a real Spanish accent because I will either sound like a fool or I will sound like a fool, so I'm not gonna do that. And then this is from the video game Burger Time. It's really good. It's a fun little game. And I was talking to a friend about it, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna draw this. So I drew it. It looks pretty cool, I guess. And then I was like, wow, I can draw cartoon characters. I'm gonna try and draw Bee from Bee and Puppy Cat. No, it didn't work. So if you see a good drawing by me, good in air quotes, then there's probably like 5 times as many bad drawings, so that's fun. And then in my other class, like one of my graphic design classes, we did band posters, so I thought it would be cool to do like another little band poster. This is also over spring break. And then I was wearing a beanie, and I was like, yeah, beanies are cool. That was another. Also, I'm not good at keeping things on the page. Like, I'm like, you guys know that John Mulaney bit? And he's like, I know how big letters should be. I don't know how big letters should be, but that's okay. Drew Johnny Cash in a post-apocalyptic world. I did not really mean for it to turn out this way, but picked those colors, and then it looks like he set the world on fire, and he's like, where else do I go from here? So that's cool. This is supposed to be Tyler the Creator. There are so many attempts of me drawing Tyler the Creator, and it doesn't ever really work out. but that's okay. How to stretch a canvas. If anyone wanted to know, pause the video, screenshot it. Booyah, you're done. And then I dressed like an e-boy, and I was like, you know what? Might as well make fun of myself. So I did. Also, this is a sticker, and it's now on my laptop, and I'm very proud of that. It's cute. Notes in painting class. These are some pretty cool artists. David Hockney is really cool. You guys should check him out. And then, oh my gosh, Grace Helmer. I follow her on Instagram. Amazing. These are the sketches for my painting final that turned out really, really well, and I'm super proud of them. My teacher, I showed her these, and she was like, okay, cool, looks good. And then I showed like the actual painting, like when we did critique, and I was like, okay, and here's my painting. She's like, wow, you really pulled it together. Like, I didn't think that you were gonna get there from the sketches that you showed me, but it looks really good. And I was like, these are clearly hands. Like, I don't know, I thought that this displayed what I would be painting pretty clearly. Like, I understood it, but she was like, yeah, I didn't really know how you're gonna pull it off. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then this is when I came home over winter break, and I was like, let me just draw some things. So I drew some things. I put like the words in first, and then I did the drawing, which was interesting. Yeah, so this is from, Buttercup by Hippo. So listen to that song, please. And then I try to do another thing of this, but with a different song, and I did it like right after, so I was kind of drained, because I mean, it looks like I just drew words on a page and then drew some eyes over them, and it kind of did, but also I thought about it a little bit, so I couldn't make another one right after this without making it look like the exact same. So then I did this, and I was like, yeah, it's terrible, okay, done with that. And then I never worked on this again, because it's not salvageable, so that's cool. And then, once I was tired of art after doing this terrible thing, I was like, let me just watch some YouTube. So my sister was watching Curtis Connor. He's really hilarious, got curly hair and nose piercing. Cool guy. So I wanted to draw him, because I was like, I'm not gonna draw someone I don't want to look at for 2 hours. So I drew someone I wanted to look at for 2 hours, which sounds creepy, but y'all know what I mean. And then this is when I was planning out, I cannot think, I have one brain cell and she's working very hard, but it's not going well for her. This is when I was planning the 100 followers record painting giveaway thing, whatever. I had a very thick breakdown trying to draw cowboy skater or whatever. So y'all should go watch that other video and see the progression. And then this, my pride and joy. If I ever have kids, I will throw them under the bus just to talk about this. That's mean. I will not be having kids because this is my child. That may be a little bit overdramatic. I don't know. I drew this at the beach, but I was like, I want to draw Tyler, the Creator, and I want to use some Lana Del Rey lyrics because I'm basic and that's all I ever do. So I had only ever really used like not basic colors, but like not neons or anything like that, like no bright colors before in like my little drawings or whatever. And so I was like, let me do something cool. Let me do something quirky. So I had colored him purple. I put some neon orange up in there, some neon green, all that other stuff, and it looked cool. And then I was also salty about people being mean to me, so I put that on here too. I was like, let me just clap back with some Lana Del Rey. I don't know if that's what people do, but this is what I do. Yeah, this turned out really well, and I wanted to scan it and sell it as a print, but I'm having difficulty because there's like little lines straight down the middle. I'm working on photoshopping that, but also when I say I'm working on it, I mean I worked on it like 2 months ago and I haven't touched it since. Blank page, forgot that existed. Turned this one into a sticker. Sometimes I'm like, I have great ideas, but I really don't want to follow through. Did not want to follow through and draw hands well, so I did not do that. But yeah, and then at the same time, I was listening to really peppy music, and I think I had just watched Rocket Man with a few friends. And it was so funny. Every single song that came on, my friends were like, oh my gosh, this is my favorite song. And the next one come on, they'd be like, no, just kidding. This is my favorite song, like to every single song. I mean, all Elton John songs are great, but this one is very peppy and stuff. So did this. Also, I really like this page. It's just like a bunch of like random little doodles, and I like the colors. and stuff like that, so that's cute. And then over here, I drew a guy laying on the roof or whatever first, because I was like, folded, like cuff jeans and high tops, Converse, beautiful, chef's kiss. I want to draw that, so I did. And then I drew the roof, and then I was like, wait, I want to put some words in there. So then I drew them on this page, and then colored like I cannot think. I colored graphite on the other side of the page, and then traced really hard over all the letters so that I had like a little pencil outline here that you could see, and then I traced that with a marker, and bada bing, bada boom, she is now a print that you can buy on Redbubble. I literally love just did like an hour ago, I don't know, I did this for my drawing class. So drew a sphere, made her pretty and shaded her, and yeah. And I showed it to my dad, and he's like, wow, you drew that freehand? And I was like, yes, Eric, I go to school to learn how to draw. I did not call him Eric, I called him Dad. I said, yes, thank you. And then I started drawing this because I was listening to Agnes by Glass Animals, which is a beautiful song. And I just didn't know like where to go from here though. I think I would take out the yellow if I could like redo markers. You cannot hit the Control Z with markers, which is kind of upsetting. He's like sneezing or something, okay? He's sneezing. And then this is the little doodle I was talking about earlier. I did highlighter and turned it into a sticker. But in the actual sticker, like the words are white, I think. Because I took a picture of it and then edited it digitally. More notes, love that, love that. Went to a winter guard practice because I was like, I think I'm gonna join. I did eventually end up joining, but I was like, I don't want to be here for 12 hours doing nothing. Color guard jokes, dropping is a choice, because it is. I make that choice a lot. I choose to drop all the time. Graph theory notes. What is this? Oh, more design system stuff for a cookie company. Yes. And then this is when I got home for spring break that turned into summer break because of quarantine and all that stuff. So I was like, let me give it another go at drawing Tyler the Creator because it really does not look good every single time I draw him. So I was like, let me do this, but I'm gonna put down some post-it notes underneath because that looks cool. Yeah, like whenever I draw things like this with like words on the page and like people, I never want it to look the exact same as before. So I try to like add another little thing in there. And I wanted to make this one really colorful, so I found a picture of Tyler wearing his golf stuff. And it was like a really colorful shirt over here. I think this is, I'm pretty sure this is Tyler. You can't tell it looks like him. It don't look like him, but that's okay. And then just found some quotes by him. Ta-da! And then back scrolling on Pinterest, I was like, let me use some colored pencils and expand my media usage in my sketchbook. Because I had been watching like a lot of sketchbook tours and stuff, and like people filling in their sketchbooks, and I was like, that has to be me. I want to live that life. So drew this chameleon, and I was like, ayo, Elise, my sister, was like, ayo, Elise, what's his name? She said this, and I was like, I have nothing else, so I might as well do this. And I don't know why am I pointing so forcefully? Don't text, I'm gonna figure this out. These are supposed to be gold binoculars. No comment. And then I got lazy and I was like, I ain't even gonna finish them, but then I'm gonna be quirky and call them unfinished binoculars so that nobody knows. Like, they'll think that was intentional. That's not, I mean, I know y'all calling me out on my BS. I just wanted to be quirky, and I didn't want to work on this page anymore because it was kind of ugly because it had like the lines. I'm going to post notes over here. I think it's really cool to have like, I don't know if you call it mixed media, I don't know. But I mean, I guess it's mixed media, I don't know. The brain cell, she's not doing very good. I've told you before, I'll tell you again a million times. But I like not having to draw every single thing on the page, so I was like, let me print some pictures and make it look pretty. So I did that. I found a few pictures, and then put them all up in here, and then I put a little writing from a song. This is not a song, this is poetry. It's a poem that my sister likes. but I wanted to draw it again because his mouth was like in like the right, like, oof, the right, to have him say the words like that. So I was like, let me just draw this man's face again. Also, I kind of like did terribly last time, so I might as well try it again. What the hell? Okay, so drew this and then found a cute little font, and I was like, let me put that up in there because I didn't want just to have the same writing, like block letters or cursive. I'm getting out of breath from talking so much. Y'all can tell I have not been doing cardio. And then I drew somebody that I wanted to draw, but I should not have drawn him. So I just put like little sticky notes over it. Haha, quirky. Ooh. Noel Miller, I am so sorry. You can kind of tell that it's Noel Miller, but whatever, it's fine. He didn't really look great in the picture that I used either. He was doing like a weird face. Because I had just finished this, and this took me like so long. And then I was like, it's very late, I don't want to stay up and draw anything else. So I did this, and then I was like, I'm done. And then I never came back to this page, and I do not plan on doing that because whatever. Lyrics from a Maggie Rogers song. Me just straight vibing. Saint Motel. A quote. Also Saint Motel, the same song. This was writing that I put here, and then I was like, I don't want this to be here, but I cannot erase it, cannot control Z that hoe. Sorry, bad word, guys. And then I just drew the little things over it. Had a receipt from Hobby Lobby. I would die for Hobby Lobby, and you can quote me on that. This one, I was like, okay, let me just like give in to the whole fact of like, I'm single and do not want to be. So I did this here, and then I was like, that's literally all my friends have heard from me for like a year now. So I'm gonna do something peppy and happy and being like, yay, inspirational, yay. On my Instagram, I asked if I should draw plants or eyes, and y'all said eyes. Well, actually the thing won plants, but when I looked at it and I was like, I don't wanna wait anymore, eyes was the winning vote, so I did that. Then they're like, hey, yo, psych, some plants. So I did some plants. I did like blind contour drawings because I really didn't want to put in like a real effort to draw plants well. So I was like, let me do blind contour and make it look terrible, but on purpose. Then I used crappy little kids watercolors, and I was like, it's such a terrible texture, like it's so powdery. But I was like, what if I make this little wallpaper and then put song lyrics over it? It actually looks good now. I did not use this background. Believe me, I would never do that to you guys. Would never. Redacted. So I did this with the same terrible kids watercolors. It took me a few hours, I don't know. I wanted to draw more people, and so on Instagram, I found Contra Chloe, that's her handle, Amy without Facetune. Her hair was curled, cool little thing. She was like serving face, as I said, so I wanted to draw that. I like save pictures or save posts on Instagram that look really cool that I would maybe want to like draw or paint one day. So I saved my friend Carly. Her art style is really cute. Like this is what she does, like a lot of like little lines and stuff like that, and like flowers and like just really cute stuff. This took me some time to like mix the skin tones and everything. And like I said, it's like really terrible kids watercolor. So I literally had like yellow ochre. I did not have a yellow. I'm so upset. There was no yellow in that tray. It was like neon colors, like the ones that you saw, the ugly shapes earlier. Like 5 blues. Oh my gosh, that's the one thing I hate. Watercolor things only have like, they never have yellow. It's like one thing of white that always gets dirty no matter how hard you try to like clean out your brush before you go and use it. And then no yellows, like 5 blues, because who needs that? I mean, I don't know. If I made a watercolor palette, I would not do that. I would give you a good range of colors. Rant over. I'm basically just trying to say it was kind of hard to mix colors for this, but I was like, I love Carly. I love this picture. I have to paint this and make it look pretty. So I did. It looked pretty good. And then once I did like the black outlines and everything, I feel like adding like really dark tones to a painting like really helps it stand out. Like, okay, it's all coming together now. Insert meme of what's his name with that. That ties the painting together in my opinion. And then I was like, hey, yo, there's 2 pictures here. I'll paint the other one. Yeah, this is as far as I got, and I'm not gonna finish that because I kind of don't want to anymore. So that's cool. That's fine. And then that is the end of my sketchbook because I got a new one, and I didn't want to do this last page. I'm lying to you. There's 2 pages here. However, y'all should follow me on Instagram because I have been doing a lot of cool stuff recently, and also I have digital artwork that y'all can see there, because clearly this is a sketchbook and I don't do anything digital in this hoe. I will have a little list of, should I make a little play? I mean, I don't know, who cares, you know, it's fine. I'll just make a little list of all the songs that I use song lyrics from, and put that below. Yeah, if you have any questions about any of the pages or like supplies that I use or whatever like that, please comment below. Let me know what you think. I guess that's it. I guess I'll stop talking now. This has been a long video. Plus, this is when I started to incorporate, I feel like I can only load like a paragraph at a time in my head, and then once I reach it, like I'm buffering. You know, like the YouTube videos when like you need like a little buffering bar to go out farther than the play bar, because then it'll like stop. That's how my mind is thinking right now, which that's terrible, whatever.